Hey Lou, do you remember when this show was about more than just
Can,
predictions
can
and
we can we can we just talk about blood and guts, please?
Welcome to TFS Potholes, otherwise known as the Few Show Podcast. It's 24/7 Lou, and that's
Ric-Hard wondering what happened to not talking about scoreboards?
and that's
The one man band, and as Bill Belichick said one time, we're on to blood and guts.
so yeah, here we are, folks. Welcome to TFS Potholes, otherwise known as the Few Show Podcast. Number one show in your heart, number one show in your girlfriend's heart, number one show on YouTube. Yes, number one show on every crew after hours, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, here we go, folks. This is going to be our 100th episode of of predictions in a row. No. But
it really is just so many shows lately. 2021 is not lacking content. We can say that much.
Thank you, Wrestling World, for putting up all these shows for us to talk about and enjoy and make predictions and beat each other up over it too, with our predictions. So yeah, thank you, Wrestling World. Well, we can't go to your events, but we can watch them on pay-per-view. Some of us putting our hard-earned cash, some of us learning a few tricks online. So yes, folks, this is going to be our episode talking about AEW's Blood and Guts, which is going to be a little bit different because it's going to be on a Wednesday. At the same time, a show called Dynamite goes on, TNT. So we're not having Dynamite. We're going to have Blood and Guts on Wednesday. So it's going to be a very interesting episode, pay-per-view. I guess it's the kind of same things we had seen before with NXT doing their quote-unquote pay-per-views on the days of their NXT shows.
Their takeovers on a regular weekday.
Yeah, so it's like takeover, yeah. And in this case, Blood and Guts is going to be 5 matches. So first off, let's get let's let One Man Band tell everyone their favorite line everyone loves to listen to.
Ric-Hard, get the scoreboard.
Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, the scoreboard is with your reigning, defending, 24/7. And no, my mistake, Lou. I got this. Reigning, defending, TFS Pod World Heavyweight Champion Lou, 5 points on the board.
Yes,
in the lead.
Thank you for saying it right. Yeah, Tribal Chief is here.
Okay. He's immediately followed by, in the tied for runner-up, is myself and the one-man band at 4 points apiece. And then lagging behind there is Jfew. Oh, wait. Hold on. I just noticed something. Hold on. Don't mind the person yawning in the background. They heard Jfew.
It was perfect.
It was perfect. A Jfew non-fan.
It was perfect. Like
I gotta ask you a correction. I just looked at the scoreboard. Oh my gosh, the randomizer is not tied with Jfew for third place. The randomizer's in the lead at 2, and Jfew is at 1. I just looked at that.
Oh, really?
Ooh. I don't know what it was. I couldn't have pictured Jfew in last place, but
I could.
I just saw. I gotta issue that correction.
I could. Yeah. I could have pictured that. I already had that pictured. Well, now I gotta say one thing. On if you look at when Jfew submitted his picks for this event, Blood and Guts, AEW Blood and Guts. I don't know if you have it up there on your screen over there, Ric-Hard, but I want to read it out here. It says, Jfew real man picks. Screw the randomizer.
Yeah, that's who his rivalry is with right now.
Yeah, so
the randomizer's in the lead over Jfew.
They're fighting the lower decks. Oops.
2 points for the randomizer, 1 point for Jfew, 0 points for everyone else.
EGOB.
That's the official scoreboard.
Now, hold on. I want to say one thing in this episode. I want to say congratulations to the one-man band. You appeared on our brother show from Bogey, who has going on now called The Crew After Hours. before we get into our picks, a little brief thing of what you mentioned on that show, the One Man Band.
Yes. So basically, I talked about the top 5 most influential artists that have passed in the last, 10, 15 years. And it was in no particular order and no, this is just my list personally. And
okay.
It was, DMX was one, had a little bit of a cultural impact in the late 90s and early 2000s. Jose, which was a big deal in my family.
Oh, yeah.
And, Latin culture was that guy was the man when it came to Spanish ballads.
Yeah.
Prince, Prince especially, he came out with Purple Rain and he, not only did he came up with Purple Rain, he also came out with the movie at the same day. And then also he was parodied on the Chappelle Show, which, went on for years after that. And
don't give us all. We want them to listen to the crew. The crew after hours. Don't give us all. Don't give us all. You gave us a good taste of what you mentioned over there. But I'm
saying there was a lot. There was a lot that we talked about.
Oh, okay,
just me personally, I talked about that, but Jfew talked about Blockbuster, and we actually had we talked for about 3 hours.
Wow.
In different segments in total. Yeah, we went at it. In fact, apparently I was the first one that he had a crew after hours.
Oh wow.
We talked for another 30 minutes and Bogey busted out the 100 riffs of rock and roll history. And I absolutely smoked everyone. So if you guys want to watch that beatdown, yes, please. You're more than welcome to.
That's the way to go. Representing. There you go.
Representing. Yeah, right there. See, that's equivalent of Kenny Omega going over there and beating Rich Swann. Good job there, One Man Band Omega.
Thank you.
So check that out on YouTube.
I'm Kenny Omega right now.
Yeah, check out the crew after hours with the Bogey, Jfew, Sergeant Hess. And Ghostbuster Chris, I believe, and Jay Moody, I believe, is also there. So check them out on YouTube. So keep on going with that show, Bogey, and we're still waiting for your predictions. So now back to the action here. Back to the action here on a TFS pod. All right, we're going to be talking about Blood and Guts. Now let's talk about the order that we're going to do the predictions because it was kind of crazy. I mean, it was a three-way champs. We tied up on the last pay-per-view with Impact Rebellion.
Yeah, with the 24/7 TFS pod champions.
Yeah, yep. but there's only one guy who's holding the 2 belts, and it's kind of heavy on me. Oh man, these shoulders carry.
Don't worry. We'll alleviate your burden.
Negative. I'm okay. I don't need to go to the hospital because I'm carrying the belts and the show. Oh. Folks, I have to enjoy this one because I'm going to get beat badly in this one. Oh, man. Anyway, folks, here we go. Let's start with the order. It's going to be, I'm going to go first. The randomizer goes second.
Whoa. Why's the randomizer go second?
Because
it's got the two win streak. Okay.
Yeah, it's a back-to-back champion.
Okay. All right. I do have more points on the board, but we'll give it to the randomizer, I guess.
Randomizer? Oh, well, again, I'm giving you an opportunity to not copy my picks. You can also copy the randomizer's picks. Which brings us
First off, sir, I don't copy picks at all. Okay? I reject that accusation, but I will gladly be third in the order.
But okay, yes, and you will be the next one to pick in the order. And then followed by I know he's building a comeback story. That's what I'm worried about. The one-man band. And then Jfew, who does a lot of the bold predictions, I have to say. Some have paid off, some haven't. And it's been an honor to copy his picks. I mean, to see some of his picks. So, yes, that's going to be the order. I go first.
Copies picks here.
I go first, randomizer second, Ric-Hard third, and the one-man band fourth. And then we keep on rotating on that. Jfew will always be red last. So here we go. Let's start off with.
It's always, jeez, we might win.
Look at you! Look at you! I like that, man. I like that confidence you have in your voice there, Ric-Hard.
All right. Let's not be bullies, as Jfew would say.
No, actually, yeah. I'm waiting for that day where it'll be Jfew and the randomizer before all of us making picks, because I know it's gonna happen. It's that kind of year.
Stranger things have happened.
Yep.
Yeah.
So here we go. Let's go with the first match for AEW Blood and Guts. That's gonna be on. It's gonna be on the night of what is it? May 5th, I believe.
May 5th, a very inauspicious night.
Yep.
Happens to be a cast member's birthday.
Oh.
Who shall go unnamed.
Okay, great. So here we go. While you're celebrating from your birthday, let's talk about AEW Blood and Guts.
Oh, I was talking about the dice.
Oh, what?
I'm kidding.
All right, so
but yeah, they roll. I asked them when was his birthday, and they rolled a 5-5. I was like, oh.
All right, here we go. It's going to be a 4-way tag team match for a future AEW World Tag Team Championship match. So the winner of this will get a future match with the Young Bucks, who are currently the champions, the Tag Team World Champions. So here we go. First off, we're going to have SoCal Uncensored, Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian versus the Jurassic Express, Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus versus Varsity Blondes. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, Varsity Blondes. Brian Pillman Jr. and Griff Garrison. And then we have the Acclaimed with Anthony Bowens and Max Caster. So it's going to be a 4-way tag team match. All right, so I go first in this one. Here we go. Let's begin. Here we go.
Moment of truth.
All right. In this one, I do believe there was on Dynamite a few days ago. They did. SoCal showed up. SoCal Censored trying to challenge the Young Bucks. But, yeah, we're going to have this 4-way match, and I think there's going to be a future story there with that going on. I would like to see what's going to happen with Jurassic Express. I'm not too invested yet with Varsity Blondes and the Acclaimed. I'm not familiar with them, so I have to hold off on if I pick between them. But my pick will be for this SoCal Uncensored to win this match. The first match, and I think this is going to be the match. I'm picking SoCal Uncensored, and the next person is going to be, or next participant is going to be the randomizer. And who did the randomizer pick? Ric-Hard.
The randomizer is going to go with the other team that you were tied between, based on what you said. And the randomizer is going to say Jurassic Express gets the win.
Ooh, okay. All right. I couldn't copy them. Okay. And now, who do you have? Ric-Hard.
So, One Man Band can attest to this. We did have a conversation before the show regarding this. So, as was brought up, Jurassic Express came in runner-up in the Battle Royal for the tag teams to, at the same time, declare the runner-up previously. And the match ended up getting won by Death Triangle. Way to go, One Man Band. Very good pick.
Thank you.
But Death Triangle got the win. Jurassic Express came in the runner-up. They've been runner-up a lot lately. I think this is the moment they're going to get it. SoCal Censor is the red herring.
Oh, okay.
So my pick is Jurassic Express.
Okay. All right. And the One Man Band, who do you have?
So I also am kind of looking at this, and SCU has already held the belts. Yes, I know it was with Scorpio Sky and Frankie Kazarian, but at this rate, Christopher Daniels is pretty much putting people over. He's not really worried about winning titles and such. So I say SoCal Uncensored, just like Ric-Hard said, they're the red herring. I am actually going to go as well with Jurassic Express because, like Ric-Hard just said, Jungle Boy was runner-up, and he also has been doing some great things, and I think Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy together, I think it's time. They have been it's time that they I think they should move to go for some gold. They've been there a while, and Jungle Boy's got that sweet music now. He's got Tarzan Boy now as his intro, and that Tony Khan actually bought the rights to that. So, yeah, I think it's time. I think it's time for Jurassic Express to make a jump. So, I'm gonna lock it in, Jurassic Express.
All right. Wow. Okay. Oh man, I'm an odd man out here. And who does JP
as
have?
they say, you don't give new theme music to a loser.
Exactly, and an '80s classic at that.
Nice.
All right, and who does JFew
So, JFew is actually going to go against all of our picks and say that the Acclaimed is going to get the win on this one. So, real counter pick on that one. Let's see if it pays off.
Oh, please, Varsity, don't win.
Could you imagine? We're all looking at all the other teams. It's the one team that nobody picked.
Oh, it's happened before.
Yeah.
All right, next matchup. We have Britt Baker versus TBA to be announced. All right, and this one goes, a randomizer goes first. And who does the randomizer have?
Randomizer is going to choose known attractiveness versus unknown attractiveness.
That's what this is.
And say Britt Baker gets the win.
Okay. All right, and who do you have, Ric-Hard?
So, I mean, you know what my thoughts are whenever I see TBA in a match listing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in terms of speculation on who it could be, I really want to say Tessa Blanchard for whatever reason. Now, I know that there are other people who could possibly be it. One that comes to mind is Mickie James, who was recently released.
Yeah, but I have 90-day no compete.
We don't know that. We don't know that. I don't know that anyways, but we can keep throwing out names there. It could be, for all we know, a returning Sable. Who knows?
Oh, God.
It really could be anybody, because that's just what TBA means. But I think it's going to be a big name, because I'm trying to look up what the build-up for this match, and it's just, Britt Baker's fighting somebody. And I don't know if it's because she's into her dentistry or whatever, but apparently AEW won't give her a win when it comes to singles matches. Tag team, maybe. But I'm going to go TBA. That's
TBA. All right.
Lock it in.
And the one-man band, who do you have?
So I wanted to give Britt Baker some slack, because she did have a point in time where she was cutting some pretty good promos as a heel, and having that back and forth with Tony Schiavone, that was actually, she was starting to build up a little bit of character, but she's really I don't know, I think she's just following her dentistry, like Ric-Hard said, like her DDS title, because she just won't win any singles matches. I mean, tag teams, yes. But singles, she's not doing anything. And I can't think of anybody as to who this TBA could be, besides Tessa Blanchard, besides Mickie James, or besides maybe Chelsea Green.
That's another one.
I don't know. Because that's the thing. We don't know if these girls got 90-day no compete clauses or whatnot. It's just so hard to pinpoint. Or Tessa Blanchard obviously makes sense because she's not been under contract for well over a year now.
Mm-hmm. I got another name. I just thought of.
Throw it out there.
She hasn't wrestled anywhere in a while. Melina.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Melina makes sense, and she has been talking about returning.
Speculation was WWE for the Women's Rumble, but that didn't happen, and I started thinking to myself, wait a minute.
It's just difficult, man. It's just so hard to pinpoint. But I'm gonna also say TBA because I just don't see Britt Baker going over. I think she's really into the dentistry, and she's just really pushing to keep on with that. I think she kind of does the wrestling on the side just to have two careers. So we'll see what goes down. But I think TBA is gonna take it.
Okay, TBA. And now my pick. Man, again, this is not good.
Wait a minute. We're skipping JFew here.
No. Remember, he goes last always.
Oh, he always goes last. Damn.
Until he wins. That's a punishment.
Until he wins.
Which is where the randomizer was. Which is where the randomizer was. Until
he's wearing pants. I forget. He's wearing pants. That's how we treat people who wear pants on the show.
Yep, you go last. Which is where the randomizer was until it started winning. So, right in the middle of it. All right, so here we go.
Fair enough.
My pick. Wow, again, I feel like the odd man out in this one. I'm picking Britt Baker to win this. I'm going with her. I know in the past I've lost because I picked her, but here I am. I'm giving more excuses why I should not pick her than why pick her, right? But yeah, I'm going to stick with Britt Baker to win this.
In your defense, though, she's got Rebel in her corner, so that's a good sign.
All right, so let's see what happens.
Being familiar with Rebel's work, she does pretty good work. Now, you're not alone, Lou, because I got good news for you, or good news if you take it that way, because Jfew is also picking Britt Baker.
Yes, good job, Jfew.
So you're in good company, my friend.
Yes. Who are you telling that to, me or Jfew? Anyway. All right, so next matchup, the tag team matchup is going to be Kenny Omega and Michael Nakazawa with Don Callis in his corner versus Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston. Ric-Hard, you go first on this one. Who do you have?
All right, so Kenny Omega's riding high right now. Just won the Impact World Championship off of Rich Swann. It's a tag match, which means he could be protected in the finish. And you got to build a number one contender. Obviously, it's not going to be Moxley. Could be Eddie Kingston, which is why I'm picking Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston to get the win.
All right, Jon Moxley, Eddie Kingston to win it. The one-man band, who do you have?
So, yeah, I've been, looking at this with, looking at every angle. Kenny Omega being the belt collector. He's collecting all the major championships. It's interesting that they put him in a tag match with a comedy wrestler, Michael Nakazawa, which is a good friend of his. Don Callis is in his corner, of course, like always. But it just is interesting that they're putting him in a tag team.
Yeah, like a weird pairing.
Jon
right?
Moxley and Eddie. Yeah, it's a weird pairing, but I mean they have done it before. But like I said, Nakazawa is a comedy wrestler. Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston, I know they've been having this little feud, and I think this will be kind of a nice way to kind of erase the blunder that they had with the explosion or explosion in quotations.
Yeah.
And I think it would also fit in the rhetoric of having a contender against Kenny for the title. So yeah, I'm gonna say that Moxley and Eddie Kingston take it.
Oh man, alrighty, good. Okay, my pick again, odd man out. Oh man, this is not feeling good now. This is not feeling good. For me, I'm picking Kenny Omega to win this.
Jesus.
Oh man, thanks for saying that about my pick. The one man band. So.
There we go. Finally, some steaks, juicy steaks.
So yeah, I'm picking Kenny Omega. I don't think he's losing. I don't think I'm going to show him losing anything at this time. He's on a high. You can't let that go like that. Just on a it'd be bad booking to have him lose on such a high. So yeah, I'm going.
How dare you call my predictions bad booking?
Protected finish. Protected finish,
man. There you go.
All right, let's see. So yeah, I'm picking Kenny Omega. And the randomizer, who does it have?
Randomizer is gonna agree with me and one-man band because it says Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston get the win.
Wow.
Ooh.
Alrighty. Okay. All right, and who does Jfew have?
Jfew has also Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston to get the win.
No way.
Woo! 4-1. Lou, you're an island on that one.
A championship island, I think. A champion island.
Oh gosh. Oh god. Well, the points mean a lot more in a 5-match card, so you might be saved, or it could be could be the difference between victory and losing.
Alrighty, talking about victory and losing. Next matchup is going to be a singles match. It's going to be Cody Rhodes with Arn Anderson in his corner, versus QT Marshall with Nick Comoroto and Anthony Ogogo and Aaron Solow. I'm killing all those names. Sorry about that, but yeah, that'll be the matchup. Cody Rhodes versus QT Marshall. And who goes first on this one? The one-man band.
All right, so as we all know, Cody Rhodes is an expecting father. I think Brandy's getting ready to give birth any day now, or rather any week now. And QT Marshall just turned heel, and he's got his own little stable of new guys coming through, and he's leading the pack. I honestly don't see Cody Rhodes winning, because Cody Rhodes at this rate doesn't need to win. He's about to go on a paternity leave as soon as Brandy gives birth. So I am going to say that QT Marshall is going to take the win. QT Marshall needs to win much more than Cody Rhodes does.
Yeah, all right. That's good. That's a good one right there. And I go next with my pick. And again, I don't know. I feel like I'm going to be an odd man out, but I'm going to pick Cody Rhodes to win this one. I don't have such a good explanation as you do, but I'm just picking Cody Rhodes. Who does the randomizer have?
Oh. So, the randomizer is going to say QT Marshall for the win.
Oh.
All right.
All right, and who do you have, Ric-Hard?
Oh, so this is a tough one. Because, all right, how do I say this? All right, so I looked at the match listing, and I see QT Marshall versus Cody Rhodes. And then I see QT Marshall has like 3 people at ringside for him. And my first vibe is like, come on, he's got 3 people at ringside. How's he going to lose? But then my second vibe was like, yeah, like social outcasts, right? In case you don't remember, that's that stable Heath Slater made with like 3 other rejects.
Oh yeah, okay.
After 3MB,
I remember.
It was Adam Rose.
The social outcasts.
Yep, social outcasts. I thought to myself, oh yeah, Heath Slater came out with like 3 people in his corner. He still lost matches.
Yeah.
Yeah, a short-lived faction in the ether. Yeah.
None of them are there anymore, right? They're all gone.
They're all gone.
Oh, they're all gone. Wow.
All right, so Ric-Hard, who do you have?
So, again, I looked at that and I thought to myself, man, like, this guy needs that much help to beat Cody Rhodes. And I thought to myself, Cody Rhodes does probably have creative control here. But then I heard the one-man band's explanation, and I thought to myself, I got to call an audible on this one.
Control C.
Not a Control C, Lou. Not a Control C. It also doesn't. I also then heard your prediction where you said, "Yeah, I think Cody Rhodes is going to win," and I said, "That's not a good sign. That's definitely not a good sign." So I'll call an audible. Changing my notes on this one. QT Marshall. That's my pick.
Oh man. All right, and who does Jfew have?
And Jfew has Cody Rhodes to win.
Oh God! Nothing against you, Jfew. I love all your picks, but I think I love them too much this time.
Hey, Lou, keep your words soft and sweet. Remember, he's on the show next week.
I know. That's what I said. I think I loved his picks too much this time.
Too much copying going on.
Negative. He was copying me, even though I made predictions after him. All right, next matchup. It's going to be a blood and guts match. It's going to be the Inner Circle, Chris Jericho, Jack Hager, Sammy Guevara, Santana and Ortiz versus the Pinnacle, MJF, Wardlow, Shawn Spears, Cash Wheeler, and Dax Harwood with Tully Blanchard in their corner. All right, I go first in this one. Oh, again, I get this tough stuff, but there you go. As a fighting champ, you got to fight. You got to get in there and get the picks in there first before everybody else, whenever you can. So here's my second time I go first. I'm going to pick the Pinnacle to win this one. I don't know. I have a feeling about them. I have a feeling about that. The Inner Circle is going to help just keep pushing up the Pinnacle to make them look good. So, yeah, I think the Pinnacle is going to win this one. And who does the randomizer have?
Randomizer is going to disagree with you and say the Inner Circle gets the win.
Oh. Alrighty. And who do you have, Ric-Hard?
So, for the listeners who aren't aware what a Blood and Guts match is, it's essentially, by my understanding, it's a War Games match, except the cage has a roof instead of being open, and pinfalls do not count as a victory condition. The only way to win the match is by submission or what's called surrender, which I've yet to know what surrender is. I guess that's all of them throwing at a towel or something. But
they wave a white flag or something.
They all become French.
Well, hey, Chris Jericho called himself Le Champion, so.
Don't mess with my pig, one man band. You get your moment afterwards.
Yeah.
So, you got Chris Jericho, Balls of Jericho. You got Jake Hager, ankle lock. Sammy Guevara, I'm sure, has a move. And Santana Ortiz. Yeah, sure. Come
on.
You know who I think is going to be the weak link on this one? Shawn Spears.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm going to go with the Inner Circle.
Ooh, Inner Circle. Okay. Good one. Not for you. Good one for me. Anyway, all right, the one-man band. Who do you have in this one?
Ooh, man. So I was analyzing every possible scenario on this one. And I look at it like, okay, the Inner Circle lost the last big stipulation match that they had, which was the Stadium Stampede.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
They lost that against the Elite, so that was that was something that I kept in mind as well. Jericho's the leader of the Inner Circle. Jericho, I'm always saying that Jericho's in the putting people over phase at this point of his career. Santana and Ortiz have been around for a while in TNA and Impact, and they were a formidable tag team. Jake Hager, former Jack Swagger, he obviously has his credentials, and you've got Sammy Guevara, who's the up and comer in this case. Something I don't know. I was thinking about something interesting because if you remember, Sammy Guevara, when this whole thing happened with Sammy Guevara talking about, hey, you guys are losing your focus, and you could tell MJF is messing with you guys, and you guys are not wanting to see it. And you remember he separated from the Inner Circle for a little bit, and then he came back.
Oh yeah, they did have something with that, yes.
So what's to say? And this is just this is what. So what's to say that Sammy Guevara might not be a gopher? And Sammy Guevara might actually, because think about it, Sammy Guevara is the one that stands the most to gain out of this whole situation, to jump to another faction, and be a part of this would be a part of something new, and MJF and Wardlow and them. I don't know. Something tells me that it's a possibility that Sammy Guevara might defect.
Ooh, that'd be good.
I think he might defect. There's something telling me that because I've been looking at that. I'm like, Sammy Guevara left for a little while and then he came back. So what's to say that maybe they haven't planted that seed? And I'm in the group that I think the Pinnacle's going to win because MJF is on the come up. Look, listen, MJF is going to be like the heel of AEW. He's going to be the guy. Mm-hmm. And it's inevitable. Like, he's only 24 years old, or he's going to be 25. He has been on fire. Like, this guy, you gotta keep pushing him. and he's got to be an eventual champ. So I just think, like I said, I really think that Sammy Guevara is going to defect. I don't know. I just thought about that, and I was like, it makes a lot of sense. So we're gonna lock this in, and I'm gonna say the Pinnacle. The Pinnacle's gonna win it.
Yeah.
Bold picks.
Bold
picks.
Yeah.
This is interesting. Okay, and who does Jfew have?
So Jfew is going with the Inner Circle.
Okay, Inner Circle.
Golf clap. There you go. Randomizer, Jfew, and Ric-Hard with the Inner Circle.
Yeah.
And the other guys with the Pinnacle.
Oh. All right. Okay. So it's going to be interesting pay-per-view. Not pay-per-view. What am I saying? Event. Because based on our predictions, I'm the odd man out a lot of times in this one. But that last match is going to be interesting. So
yeah, by the time we reach that main event, you could either be super in the lead or super tired.
Super tired.
Super tired.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, folks.
But based on these picks, it is important to say, very likely, that there will be one undisputed winner.
Oh yeah. And also probably the changing of the champion at the top for the TFS Pod World Championship.
Yeah, who knows? Jfew might win.
Yeah, you never know.